everyone. Thank you very much for giving us this immense opportunity to share our ideas on the topic inquiry-based learning. I'm Buddhika Yapa Bandara from Group G. I would like to start my presentation with the quote of Albert Einstein. True education is about teaching how to think, not what to think. Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think critically and independently. Now let's move to our presentation. Right. I would like to present our presentation under 3 subtopics. They are: what is inquiry-based learning? What are the steps of inquiry-based learning through STEAM education? And favorable and unfavorable of inquiry-based learning. Now let's move to our first topic, that is, what is inquiry-based learning? So, inquiry-based learning is the best teaching and learning process where students construct knowledge through observation, investigation, and discovery. Inquiry-based learning through STEAM education, such as with science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, is an innovative approach that fosters curiosity, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills in students. Instead of traditional rote memorization, this method encourages students to ask questions, explore concepts, and apply their knowledge in real-world scenarios. So actually, when we talk about inquiry-based learning, it is totally student-centered education system, which is very, very important to build up our future generation. Furthermore, I would like to explain about this inquiry-based education under some subtopics. That is exploratory learning. This emphasizes students actively exploring and discovering knowledge. Exploratory learning is constructed by the learner and facilitated by the teacher. Teacher is not teaching everything, but she is facilitating the students. Number 2 is question-driven education. This focuses on students formulating and answering their own question. In this situation, students are the owners of their education. They find the problem, they find the answers with using by their critical thinking. Number 3 is investigative learning. This highlights the investigative natures of students' inquiries and research. Actually, inquiry-based learning, it constructs students to find the facts, find the answers, and it's enabled students to learn through curiosity, discovery, and collaboratively, rather being present with facts and through direct instructions. The fourth one is hands-on inquiry. This is most important facts. It emphasizes the practical hands-on activities for the students. So for an example, if we take them to the field trip, if we take them out of the classroom, they will get the experience, they will touch, feel, and they will get experience of their learning. So that is also very, very important in inquiry-based education system. Furthermore, we can talk about curiosity. Curiosity-driven STEAM education is very, very important. It stresses the role of curiosity in driven the learning process. Students are, as we all know, students are always curious about to know the new things, new facts. How does the rain start? Why the trees are, why the leaves are green in color? So they have problem always. They need to find the answers for them. So this STEAM, this this learning will provide them to find the answers by getting some experience out of the classroom. Next is problem-based exploration. Emphasizes the problem-solving aspects of learning through inquiry. So under this inquiry-based learning, we can learn under 5 steps. Number 1 is orientation. Next is conceptualization. Third one is investigation. Fourth is conclusion. And the last one is discussion. Now, I'm not going to elaborate very deeply about these 5 steps, but I would like to explain what these words are. Orientation means discovering the problem. Second one is conceptualization, is finding research question. Investigation means collecting evidence and information. Conclusion, analyze the evidence and making their mind. And discussion means exploring the implication of students' knowledge. So I'm not going to continue my presentation. Now I would like to call upon Ms. Chaturika to continue the presentation about phases of inquiry-based education. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Buddhika. So as Ms. Buddhika said, there are 5 phases in inquiry-based education. The first one is orientation, and the second one is conceptualization, and the third one is investigation, fourth one is conclusion, and the fifth one is discussion. When it goes to orientation phase, it is the main part of the inquiry-based education, and it is the foundation of the inquiry-based education. As we have it typed here, the orientation phase, teacher. As we have mentioned here, when it goes to orientation phase, teacher present all the topics and concepts about the topic. And teacher will provide the foundation that are required to understand the topic, as well as the teacher may also define a problem that needs to be solved. It means in this orientation phase, teacher always tried her best to provide new topics and the concept according to the student's lesson, as well as it focuses on stimulating knowledge and the curiosity. With this orientation phase, teacher is going to boost the curiosity of the students. So students try to explore the topic through research and hands-on activities. Teacher can gain students' interest and inspire them to learn more with the help of this orientation phase. The second one is conceptualization. This is another phase which focuses the use of questions. With this second step, students are invited to ask questions and students are invited to find the answers for all the questions. They learn all the things with the help of these concepts and with the help of these questions, and they learn by finding answers to the questions. And they learn to connect concepts from this second space. The third one is investigation. Inquiry method is a student-centered learning approach. And from this investigation phase, students actively explore the topic through research and experiments. It describes how to implement the inquiry method in the classroom. And it is a part of teaching method, and teachers and the students are involved into the lesson practically. And students try their best to find the answers and do their observation under the guidance of the teacher. The fourth one is conclusion. This is a very important part of inquiry-based education, and teacher is playing as a facilitator in the classroom. So with the help of this inquiry-based education and with the step of this conclusion, students can improve their critical thinking as well as they can improve their problem-solving ability and creativity, and they can get the deep understanding about their topics. So conclusion also a very important part of inquiry-based education. The fifth one is discussion. As I said earlier, teacher is a facilitator and students are the researchers of the lesson. So students can ask questions and they can explore their ideas and they can share their ideas with their friends, colleagues, and with the teacher also. So with the help of this discussion part, they are getting opportunity to give their ideas, views to the classroom. So next, I'm going to welcome Ms. Inoka to take the floor and give examples about these 5 phases of inquiry-based education.
Thank you so much, Ms. Chatrika. I am Inoka Karunagadage, member of Group G. Our project topic title is Marvelous Mini Beads Habitat Investigation. So I'm going to take some examples under this topic about marvelous mini beads. As one example, if we take an ant, we can ask children to go out and go to the ground and observe activities of ants and how they build their ant hill. And as well, if we can take another example like spiders. Same way, we can ask children to go out and find spiders and what are the we can observe activities how they build their own spider webs. After objective, explore the world of small creatures and their habitats through observation, research, and creative expressions. Objectives. By doing these activities, our objective should be to check the children prior knowledge about the mini beads and their habitats. So, the first step, ask questions. Begin by discussing what the kids know about insects, spiders, or other small creatures. Encourage questions like where do they live, what do they eat, why are they important. Then after that, teacher can ask some question from the children, like where do they live, what do they eat, why they import for us, like that. Teacher can ask question from the children. The second one is research. Introduce age-appropriate resources, books, or videos about different mini beads and their habitats. Discuss the role of insects and spiders in ecosystems. That means after that, after doing these activities, we can show some videos to the children, or we can give some books to read out and to see pictures to the children. The third slide, please. Yeah, there's a small video clip you all can enjoy. Ms. Manal, can you switch on the sounds? Miss Manal? Can others hear me?
Yes, we can hear it.
Thank you, Miss Manal. As a teachers, we enjoy it a lot. I think the children will also enjoy it like this video. If we showing in front of the inside the classroom, the children will be enjoy it as we discussed like earlier. Third step, field observation. Take the kids on a nature walk to observe mini beads in their natural habitats. Provide magnifying glasses and simple field guides to help identify and document the creatures. By doing a field observation, we can take them for a nature walk with the magnifying glasses and notepad, and if possible they can take their cameras also, then which will help them to identify and document the creatures. So the fourth one, create mini beads habitats. Challenge the kids to design and create miniature habitats for the mini beads they observed. They can use art supplies, recycled materials, and natural elements to build their habitats. Now, to check their creativity, we can ask them to create habitats for the creatures they observed by using recycling materials, natural elements, and art supplies to build their habitats. And also, they can find different kind of insects, and they can count their legs, how many legs are there, how many wings they have, like that they can observe. Then it comes to the recording and journaling. Have the kids keep a journal to record their observation, including the types of mini beads they find, their behaviors, and their characteristics of their habitats. Introduce basic measurements and data collection, such as counting the number of mini beads in a habitat. Then it comes to the recording and journaling. We can ask children to go out and collect some pieces of real parts of mini beads that they can find from surround, and using those they can create something craft using their booklet or something, they can use those parts and they can create a creature what they found from outside. So see the research connection. Encourage the kids to research the interactions of mini beads with plants and other animals in their habitats. Discuss the importance of biodiversity. That means now here we can ask children to find something related to creatures that they can find from the garden, and they can take that creature into the classroom in front of the other children or their friends, and they can discuss, they can observe what they have and their what is their habitats, and those things they can discuss with others, everyone. Then the seventh one, creative expressions. Allow the kids to express what they have learned through art. They can draw, paint, or create dioramas of their mini beads habitats. Actually, that is we can means that express their creative and drawing, painting like diorama. If we take drawing part like now teachers giving instructions to the children. Instructions given like draw legs like ant, draw wings like butterfly, antennas like beaks, something like that. Then children will try to draw something. Then at last they will image in their mind, and finally we can ask them to name a. They have created that picture, they can name themselves also. Then we can do like that. If we goes to the seventh step, creative expressions, we have done 8. Share feelings. Organize a mini beads exhibition where each child presents their feelings, habitat creations, and artistic expressions to the class. That means this is directed to the STEAM education such as science, technology, engineering, and art and maths. So after learning all these steps, we can organize a mini beads exhibition. Then they can the children can make they can create something related to the mini beads, and we can keep like a exhibit like in the exhibition. Then they are finding habitat creation like artistic expressions to the everyone. Okay. Learning outcome. Let's see. There are some outcomes. Encourages curiosity about the natural world. Integrate science, technology, engineering, arts, and maths concepts. Next one, develops observational and data collection skills. Foster creativity through habitats, creation, and artistic expression. Enhance presentation and communication skills. These things are the learning outcomes. And I think now I have presented my part as well as I can. So I would like to hand over the platform to Miss Clara to add values and limitation of inquiry-based education. Thank you. Miss Clara.
Thank you, Miss Inoka. I am Clara Hilda from Group G. My topic is advanced stages of inquiry-based learning. Inquiry-based learning can nurture student interest, passion, and talents. It can empower student voice and honor student choice. It can increase motivation and engagement. It can fast curiosity and a love of learning. Next.
මේ අනිත් එක අපේ මේ UKG ළමයිට
It
සර්ටිෆිකේට් එක
can
මේ ෆොටෝ එක
teach
ගන්න
Clara, you can continue. Miss Clara?
I think, ma'am, the internet connection is.
Miss, if there is a problem in the connection, she can do it later. Let the next teacher continue.
Thank you so much. As long as I'm Manal Mubarak and Miss Claire couldn't continue due to her internet problem, I guess. So let me go for the fifth one. It can teach grit, persuasion, growth, mindset, and self-regulation. That means the child will be able to get their disciplinary act, like they are act on that. And the sixth one, inquiry-based learning can deepen understanding beyond the content. So when it comes to, I think she has come back. So Miss Clara, you can continue.
fifth one. It can teach great perseverance, growth mindset, and self-regulation. Inquiry-based learning can deepen understanding beyond the content. Inquiry can help to solve the problems of tomorrow in the classroom of today. It requests students to take an active role in the learning process. So as the advantage inquiry-based lesson makes the child interested in learning. Child develop skills to speak. Children have the opportunity to choose, create a love and curiosity for learning. Thereby us, due to the encourage given effort and mental growth can be created. It helps children understand beyond the content of learning. Therefore, tomorrow's problems can be answered today. Children can play an active role in the learning process. Next one. Next. Miss Manal. Miss
Yeah.
Manal, next one.
Disadvantages of inquiry-based learning.
Disadvantages of inquiry-based learning. Time limitation, assessment challenges, lack of resources, diverse in achieving learning goal, effect to the individual interest. In inquiry-based learning, the timing may be longer. Not everyone can complete an activity at the same time. Maybe not everyone can find assessments. If we give something in an activity, we should give to everyone, but we can't do, sometimes we can't do that when children idea are taken, it can be talked about even more, and everyone's interest is different. So we can all have problems while doing the same activities for everyone. So finally, I request Ms. Manal to conclude with the abstract of inquiry-based learning. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Claire. Okay, I'm Manal Mubarak from G Group. So my part is to give the abstract of inquiry-based learning. Inquiry-based learning is a student-centric approach emphasizing curiosity-driven exploration. Learners actively investigate subjects, formulate questions, and engage in hands-on learning. It cultivates critical thinking, problem-solving skill, and a deeper understanding of concepts. This method promotes self-directed learning, fostering curiosity and nurturing a lifelong passion for knowledge. So as inquiry-based learning, it is the child-centered education, child-centered approach method. So what basically we do, we arouse their curiosity to make themselves to understand a deeper concept of whatever the knowledge that we have to inculcate on them. Using inquiry-based learning and allowing students to drive into their own mind makes them more oriented to the topic on later. For an example, if you wanted to, the good example what we have done is about insects. So insects, if you wanted to get some ideas and some furthermore knowledge about the insects, it's a good way, it's a best method to do the teaching practice with the children through to get the ideas. It means to make them like understand what is the insects and how they behave and what are the habitat and where do they live and what do they eat. Those kind of things later part of that, like once they are growing like age of like 12, 13, like that, the adulthood, they will be getting an idea and they can interlink with this, whatever we put in the young mind, they can interlink with them and get the correct knowledge. Like they can practically, they can put those knowledge when they are growing. Inquiry-based learning is uses inquiries as to its main essence. Inquiry refers to seeking knowledge, information, and truth. This is about the fact. This is that what we wanted to know that, and they themselves develop the correct information, and it's a hand-on experience, so they know that this is what it is the truth. So we don't want them to say, okay, fine, we mix two different colors and new color forming, and they get the idea, okay, fine, we mix two different colors. For an example, we mix yellow and green and we get some other color. So that then they know, okay, red and blue we mix them and they get the purple color. So they know that, okay, this is the new thing that we are getting. So these truth, it will be registered in their mind as a real fact. And questioning helps them to develop their confidence and ability of to display themselves. And you know, when they question something and they display themselves, it gives them the very good confidence that I can do it. I am okay. I can move on to the next level like that. So inquiry-based learning is another place where they get the confidence towards the education. So finally, it is a kickstart to the young mind to lifelong learning to make them independent learner. So inquiry-based learning offers a hand-on experience to explore the new world and allowing the children to actively participate in all the activities. So finally, I humbly request all of our teachers to get a clear idea about inquiry-based learning and knowing that the importance of the inquiry-based learning through STEAM education and inculcate these ideas into your teaching curriculum and shape up the young mind for the future. And now it is open forum for all the teachers. If any doubts or clarification, you all can ask.
So teachers, you all have any questions for group G? Hope there is no question. So can we end up the session, Miss Buddhika?
Yes, Miss. We can end up the session.
Okay, thank you so much. And I take this opportunity to thank all of them to give us a great opportunity to draw whatever the talent that we do have. And we are eagerly waiting to take part in the International Conference, Quality Education 2024 at Mumbai. And thank you so much for the STEAM education to give us this opportunity. Thank you. And good night to all of you.